True and false daughters, counterattack daily. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 1, Nightmare of Unrestricted Flow. The Awakening of a Secondary 2 Girl. Lin Shuwei, who has just turned 15 years old, is at the most irritable and middle to age. One day on the way from school, she was suddenly attracted by a dazzling light, and her eyes went dark, and she actually crossed into an infinite stream game world. There, she'll have to complete all sorts of weird missions, from saving a small village surrounded by werewolves, to breaking a 1,000-year-old curse, and even racing against time to stop the world from collapsing. In the face of countless dangers and difficult challenges, she relied on her tenacious secondary 2 mentality and strange thinking to get through one level after another. A few months later, she finally successfully cleared and traveled back to the real world. Found herself in a novel, and she was actually the real daughter in it, destined to compete with the superficially perfect fake daughter for family property and favor, and was finally disgusted by everyone and ended up lonely and miserable. Lin Shuwei was stunned. What the hell is this script? It's hard to be a daughter. But she soon came to her senses and thought. With a 7-figure pocket money every month and additional subsidies from time to time, can this not lie flat? Underscore 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 un. Chapter 2, Wealthy Families. The Collision of Different Outlooks on Life. In the Lin family's villa, everyone thought that Lin Shuwei would have a sensitive personality and work hard to compete for favor, but in fact, after experiencing the baptism of infinite flow, she became loving and peaceful, and she didn't want to tear her face for the family property anymore. Dad, Lin whispered, you haven't learned management, the company will hand over the fake daughter, so you can eat the dividends. Lin Chuxuan replied briskly, okay, Dad. Who is going to work tirelessly? I declare that from today onwards, instead of being a charter wife to collect rent, eating dividends is my ideal in life. Dad sighed helplessly, the ideal can be a little bigger. Mother Lin also said, that kid from the Ying family has a good relationship with the fake daughter, so let's not force it. Lin Shuwei put on a domineering look, I listen to you, Mom. That kind of soft-footed shrimp, I can punch 10. Tan's mother glared at her, kissed her daughter, and hit someone against the law. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 3, Fake Daughters and Real Daughters. Contrast and Reconciliation. The fake daughter Lin Qingxiu is the perfect and favored daughter, but she has only one wish in her heart, to be with her parents all the time and not be disturbed by public opinion from the outside world. She said softly to Lin Shuwei, I don't want anything, I just want to be by my parents' side. Lin Shuwei smiled, no problem, sister. Who will work for me if I run away? The wage earner next door seems to be good. Lin Qingxiu rolled her eyes, dead friends don't die in poor ways, whoever loves this wage earner should go. The relationship between the two daughters is wonderful and real, full of bickering and subtle emotions between sisters. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 4, Reality Show. Recording the scene of the wealthy Melon King. The newly popular Xia Hua participated in the popular program Blind Date and Love Family, and a few months ago, the popularity of the wealthy melon about the true and false daughters has not subsided. Before the broadcast, netizens fried the pot. Fight up, fight up. Support the real daughter to overturn the fake daughter. It's not easy to fake a daughter, support her self-reliance. What is a real daughter? A fake daughter of elite education. As soon as the show started, the liveliness exploded. Lin Shuwei can sleep until he wakes up naturally every day, and he does not hide his old life, which is enviable. The fake daughter works hard to make money, but she is also laughed at by everyone as a working girl. Lin Shuwei raised his mobile phone and issued a declaration, Parents, may I ask if your second elder still lacks a daughter? The audience burst into laughter. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 5, Vanity Fair and People's Hearts. The struggle between the virtual and the real. After the show hit the air, Lin Shuwei's attitude caused an uproar. She no longer blindly pursues the perfection of the so-called real daughter, but has won many supporters with her peaceful attitude and witty style. Behind the scenes, Lin Qingxiu's pressure is increasing, and she begins to reflect on her life and choices. After a recording, Lin Shuwei accidentally found that the fake daughter was crying secretly, so he took the initiative to comfort. Nothing is more important than sincerity, we don't have to act. This sentence became the beginning of a turning point in the relationship between the two. Chapter 6. Family Secrets: The Truth of the Background. Just when the relationship between the two sisters was gradually reconciled, a shocking secret of the Lin family was exposed. Lin Shui's real identity was not an ordinary girl in the orphanage, she was actually the lost bloodline heir of the previous head of the family. And this secret is the core of the factional struggle within the family. Faced with the sudden truth, the two sisters fight side by side to face the family's intrigues and challenges. Chapter 7. Reversal of Fate: You Can Win by Lying Flat. Lin Shui began to use the family resources he mastered, combined with the strategies and wisdom learned by Infinite Stream, to easily invest and build his own kingdom. She did the opposite, not participating in the open and secret battles within the family, but using the philosophy of lying flat to become a dark horse in the business world. Other members of the family came to her to win her support and trust. Chapter 8. The Love Drama: The Collision of Indifference and Enthusiasm. At the same time, two completely different men appeared beside Lin Shui. The first is Shen Moan, the cold and deep family protector, who has guarded her for many years and paid silently. The other is Gu Ziyu, a suave young talent, who is good at business and entertainment, and is in the limelight. The two have very different personalities, but they both have a deep love for Lin Shui. Lin Shui remained indifferent, went with the flow, and was not in a hurry to choose. Chapter 9. Behind the Scenes Conspiracy: The Entanglement of Interests and People's Hearts. The factions within the Lin family gradually became clear, and some elders tried to control Lin Shui's investment in order to suppress the fake daughter Lin Qingxiu. In a high-level meeting, Lin Shui fought back with unimaginable calmness and intelligence, completely reversed the situation, and won the respect of the family. "I am willing to be the future leader of the family, but only on one condition: fairness and freedom," she declared. Chapter 10. The Reconciliation of the Family and the Self. With the climax of the story, Lin Shui and Lin Qingxiu truly reached a sisterly reconciliation and worked together to build a new family dynasty. In the last season of the show Blind Date and Love Family, the two appeared together, breaking the traditional image of a wealthy daughter and showing the independence and tenacity of modern women. The national audience cheered for them, which was not only a victory for the family, but also a demonstration of personal value. Chapter 11. Reversal of Fate: The Beginning of a New Era. Lin Shui holds the power of the family, but he has never forgotten his past suffering and the pressure he endured as a real daughter. She was determined to rewrite the fate of her family and herself in a very different way. In the business world, she put forward the innovative business philosophy of lying flat capital, efficient and free, the pursuit of balance and happiness, no longer just blindly desperate to make money, but the pursuit of long-term stable prosperity. The idea was initially fiercely opposed by conservatives, with some board members even joining forces to spread rumors in an attempt to thwart her reforms. But Lin has taken it in her composure, using big data analytics and the power of social media to expose her rivals' machinations and selfishness, and win over a younger generation of investors and employees. At a large-scale business launch, Gu Ziyu helped her with his charismatic speech and announced a groundbreaking partnership plan that completely refreshed the Lin family's brand image. And Shen Moan remained silent, protecting her from the threat of dark forces. Chapter 12. The Darkness Before Dawn: The Dark Tide is Surging. Just when Lin Shui's career was booming, a sudden crisis put everything in danger. Someone took advantage of the dark lines within the family to secretly release false news, accusing Lin Shui of embezzling funds and abusing power, trying to discredit her overnight. Lin Qingxiu, the fake daughter, remained neutral on the surface, but was manipulated in private and became a pawn in a conspiracy. Lin Shui calmly coped with the storm center, relying on his rich social resources and strategic thinking in the infinite flow world in the past, to unravel the mystery step by step. In a public debate, she debunked the accusations with facts and justification, rebuilding trust. Although this turmoil made her exhausted, it also made her see the complexity of people's hearts and the cruelty of reality. underscore 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 un. Chapter 13, Love's Choice Where the Heart Wants. With the stability of his career, Lin Shuwei had to face emotional choices. Shen Mohan's silent protection and firmness made her feel safe and steadfast. Gu Ziyu's enthusiasm and wisdom brought her infinite hope and happiness. In an accident, Shen Mohan blocked a fatal blow for her and was seriously injured and unconscious. Gu Ziyu stayed in the hospital, taking care of him day and night. Lin Shuwei struggled between the two, entangled and contradictory in his heart. She understands that it's not just about choosing a partner, it's about choosing a way to live in the future. In the end, on a moonlit night, she slowly confessed her feelings and expectations for the future to the two. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 14, Reconciliation and Rebirth, the Reinvention of the Family and the Heart. After a series of twists and turns, Lin Shuwei and Lin Qingxiu finally broke the barrier and worked together to bring real change to the family. Together, they launched a fund to support young entrepreneurs, so that more aspirants can shine. The power structure within the Lin family was also completely restructured, and corruption and darkness gradually dissipated and replaced by fairness and transparency. Lin Shuwei also learned to let go of the past hatred in the process and understood the good intentions of his family. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 15, the final chapter, a blend of splendor and freedom. Time flies, and Lin Shuwei has become a veritable strong woman, but she still maintains her original intention and peace. She chose to walk with Shen Mohan in the future, and the two supported each other and worked hand in hand. Gu Ziyu became her most solid ally and confidant, and the relationship between the three went beyond love to achieve a deep understanding and respect. Lin Shuwei stood in the sunset, looking back at the difficult years he had experienced, and his heart was full of gratitude and hope. This time, I lived my true self, she said with a smile.